Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Farm Simulator 25. Welcome back to Adalos Farms. My name is Spartan Elite 43, and tonight we have a lot of work ahead of us. As the snow melts away, breaking the ground is in our future. It is February, it means it is time to plant our cotton. So, welcome to Adalos Farms. It's gonna be a busy day. What up, Alex? Welcome. Appreciate you dropping it. Let's get this party started. First and foremost, we already have the cultivating done. That's the good news. So all we gotta do is get the planting started. And my planter is running away. Where's my planter going? Hurry! My planter's possessed! Not again! We've already seen this with the trees. Please stay still. Don't go anywhere. The aliens can't have you. You're mine. What in the world? Phew. All right. Now that I've had a mild heart attack, we're going to get this party started. Hey, Jason, fun fact. I did see something that I thought you would enjoy. I've installed a few mods today, and I believe it would be in the mower section. But look at this little mower that I installed. There's actually some maps starting to show up too. So leave a comment down below if you guys want to see me potentially start a new playthrough on one of the modded maps in the new future. I have an idea for which one I want to try. But anyway, where's the mowers? Am I crazy? Did I miss the mowers? Maybe it's part of a small tractors. Maybe. Ah, there it is. Look at this little thing. I thought of you, Jason. Look at this. Tell me that ain't the cutest little mower you ever seen in your life. It ain't actually a mower at the moment because it doesn't have anything on it. But yeah, it's got little pin hitches. You can make this an actual tractor. You have a 3-point hitch. Now that would be kind of hilarious. But yeah. This thing actually has the ability to be up to 12 horsepower, Jason. Look at this. 12 whole horsepower. But yeah, I thought it was a mower, but maybe the mower attaches underneath. Maybe it's got one of those fancy John Deere mowers. Let me look in the mower section. I think we got to go back to it will be soil cultivation, seeding, yield improvements. Nope. Grassland mowers. See if it's in here. Yeah, here's the little deck for the John Deere. Look at it. I'm telling you, would that not be like the cutest freaking thing? Now, obviously, we're way past needing that, but the fact that we're starting our like grassland thing, I think that was pretty hilarious. But let's get this party started. We got a lot of work to do. We got to plant our cotton and get everything ready to rock and roll. So let's get this started. Get the cotton in the ground. All right, we got $117,000 from our loans. So that's a thing. We need to feed Daisy to start with. There's our grass starting to grow back there, but it's not going to be ready to harvest or mow anytime soon. Let's go ahead and feed Daisy while we're at it. Get her food and check on our goats and our sheep. Look at them. Look at them. They're so cute. I love them. Daisy, look at you. Daisy's in here playing with the sheep and the goats. I love it so much. Look at you. You love it too, don't you? Daisy keeping you safe from the nasty coyotes? Good job, Daisy. Turning Daisy into a sheepdog and a goat dog. Where's my buddy? There's one goat in particular that I consider my little buddy, and I think he's over here. I think I see him. There's my little buddy. No, that's not him. It is a cute one. Don't get me wrong, but that's not him. Where's my little buddy? I got a little spotted buddy. Where are you hiding, buddy? I call him Spot. Where's Spot? Spot's around here somewheres. I have like the worst naming system on the planet. It's like, oh, you have an interesting feature. You are now that interesting feature. I'm going to find you. Tell me he didn't lose all of his spots. He was so cute. He's got to be around here somewheres. Do I have invisible goats now? Did they get out? Did the coyote get him? These are questions I must have answered. I cannot allow him to be gone. Okay, they've got food. We're good there. We also have the meadow working. Like, where's my goat? There's only 10 of these things. I mean, this guy's cute, but he's not Spot. Am I crazy? I might be crazy. Either that or there are some invisible goats in here. I'm so confuzzled. Oh well. Spot will show up later, I'm sure. He's probably just, flying somewhere. I hope the aliens didn't get him. But welcome, everybody. Tuna, Jacob, Reed, Alex, Tyler, Tater, Casual Gamer, Pete, Foxbody. Good to see you guys. All welcome. Appreciate everybody dropping in. As soon as you started the stream, your wife killed the room or the power to the room with a. That's kind of funny. That is kind of funny. You got to admit that. Let's check on our other field. God, I apologize for my voice, guys. World of Warships Legends stream has absolutely destroyed my voice lately. But we've got this. Obviously, the grass is starting to look pretty good, but it is not going to be harvestable until probably May. We don't have a grassland roller either, which is something we probably ought to look into potentially in the future. But this will be a way to keep our goats and sheep fed, as well as turn this into silage as well, because we got more than enough that we're going to be able to harvest. Now, the other side of things, if I can run over to it, because it takes a while to run around, might as well go in third person here. But takes a minute to run across the map. What up, Dan? How's it going? Yeah, but that last match was absolutely fantastic and ended up being my video for tomorrow. Here we have our rice paddy that we will be using for the first time this year in April when it's time to plant. And then beyond that, we have the other field that'll be ready to go. Don't mind this little spot that's bare. I'm pretty sure that's just overspray from our fertilizer when we fertilize the field. But yeah, this field is already cultivated. I think we will plant cotton in this field for the time being. But this may turn into a poplar field. Like we've been thinking about potentially doing like poplar as well. So yeah, we've got a lot of stuff that we've been like putting our pokers in the fire, trying to find a whole bunch of different ways to diversify what we're doing here on Adalos Farm. Dude, don't worry about it, Foxbody. It happens. We all have potato moments. I don't know what happened. I don't remember things. A lot of people will send me messages saying they're sorry, or send me a message being like, dude, I can't believe I got into a match with you and then I screwed it all up. Or it's like, dude, don't worry about it. Like, I really, as soon as the match is over, I'm on to the next one. Like, I don't sit around and like think about it. Like, ain't none of that. It ain't that serious. I might be frustrated in the moment, but after that, then it's time for the next match, right? Like, we don't play around. All right, let's get down here to the bottom and check in on our wood productions and our rice productions. Make sure that our saplings are being made and that our pallets and stuff are being made on here. We have plenty of wood in the thing for the time being. We can go ahead and load up some of these planks. Boop. Perfect. These are beams. I think we'll hold on these for now. We don't need to load them up. Just kind of waiting for the thing. Is there more? Or is that it? That's it. Okay. So we're good there. While we're waiting, we might as well go ahead and pop this, pop another tree over here. We've got time. Am I crazy? Why isn't this... There we go. There we go. Now we can drive over here, grab a tree real quick. Oh my God. Spartan, what are you doing? Lord have mercy. Somebody call the law. I just crashed into my own stuff. Alright, I think we're on to the next tree over here. And I gotta pray to God it doesn't get stuck in the little riffraff trees. I wish there was like a guarantee way that I could drop the tree the direction I wanted. Does that make sense? Like, I wish I could get this tree to fall exactly where I want it, because I can guarantee with this much riffraff around, like, I'm pretty sure it's not going to let me cut these trees. Oh, wait, it will. Okay, that's good. But I can guarantee that with this many devil trees around, these trees are going to get stuck, and I'm going to be upset. So I got to try to clear all the little devil trees. All of them must go. There we go. I thought I cut all these, but yeah, I'm not allowed to cut that one. And I am assuming the same is for that one. But I'm hoping that's enough to at least give us a chance. Now, if I go on this side, will it cut forward? I hope it falls uphill. I know that that's physically not supposed to happen, but I hope it falls uphill. Because I might cry if it goes the other way. What up, American Made? How's it going? Is this Fortnite? Yes. It's the new new mod for Fortnite. Oh god, it fell right into the devil tree. Please don't get stuck. Fell right into the devil tree. Do you see that? Pretty sure that was intentional. Oh, it's over. Overweight. It's 11.9 tons, so if I just cut like here, surely that'll cut it down into a manageable chunk, right? Obviously, I should be able to do the bottom. I'm just hoping that the top is still under 6.6 tons. Good lord, this is taking a minute. Cut the tree! Thank you. Oh god. Oh, we've cut it into 2 pieces already, too. Perfect. Totally meant to do that. 2.7, 4.3, perfect. That one's in the devil tree. That's probably with Jesus. It's smart. It's the devil tree. How's it with Jesus? Math. Not meth. Math. Maybe a little meth. Alright, let's go. You're coming with me. Perfect. Alright. You guys ready? You gotta whip it. Whip it good. Oh, we missed. We must whip again. It was not whipped good enough. Clearly. I can't believe I messed that up. That was almost perfect. Yeet. Oh, and then it didn't whip. Well, you're going in, whether you like it or not. Now you're just being hateful. Can't have nice things around here. There we go. I got my whip. See me whip it? See me nay-nay? That's whipping it in the country. That's what we mean. 9,600 liters, that'll do for now. Let's go ahead and get this thing ready. What are we going to need? We're going to need the rollers. For sure. What else is needed? The sprayer. Yep, we're going to have to spray. Now, somebody said that there's a weeder that goes faster than a regular, like, sprayer. Let me see what we're doing here. First of all, let's get this started on the next row while we're at it. We'll make sure we get everything all good to go. Boop. Get her done. Alright. So, this sprayer is relatively slow. And it costs a fortune because we have to buy the liquid spray and stuff for it, right? So somebody's saying there's like a pull behind weeder that allows you to do a weeding at like 25 kilometers an hour. So I want to look and see what the working width is, see if it's actually a potential like candidate. So let's try to find that. So this is a weeder. So as you can see, this is 6 meter at 7 miles an hour, 15. This is the fastest one. It's 15 miles an hour. It is not 25. They said it was 25, but this is 15. It's 12.4 meters. All right. Put that in perspective, our sprayer is 24 meters. So this is a little bit wider working width and can be done at 7 miles an hour. So I guess technically that would be faster, and it doesn't cost. But then I would have to do this in the first growing stage instead of spraying at the exact time that I do it as well. Like, that's the other thing. So this one is, I'm assuming, what they're talking about. It is 15 miles an hour for 12.4 meter working width. It's relatively cheap, too. But I have to wait until the crops get into their first growth stage before using this. All right, Jason, appreciate you, my dude. Have a good night. Also, Liverpool, how's it going? Dude, don't worry about it, Foxbody. Like I said, it's fine. It's really not as bad as everybody thinks it is. Do we just keep doing our spraying thing, or do we upgrade to this thing and try it? Like, it's only 36 grand. We could probably sell our sprayer for that. I mean, I don't know what the exact value is. We can check real quick, see what the value currently is. Well, we would fix it and repaint it and then sell it, so we get a little bit more. But if this will give us an idea. Give us an idea how much we would get out of it. So this is 8,600 and 3,500. Again, we would get a little bit more than that, most likely, by fixing and repainting it. But we would also be saving money every single year on weeding costs, because we wouldn't have to like spray and use spray. What up, Jeremy? How's it going? Couple of days away from Alaska. Nice. Hope you enjoy it. I think for now we just keep doing the spray. Now in the future, maybe we upgrade to a better sprayer. But I think that I like the idea of being able to spray at the same time that I'm doing everything else, right? Like, I can spray the fields after I plant them, and then we're just good to go. Also, this hail damage is getting out of control, man. These darn little UFOs things getting a little crazy. Alright. Back her up. Get online. And let the spray... Why did it let the spray commence? Why is it not letting me spray? Because I wasn't on the right thingy. Got it. Alright. So this should get rid of any and all weeds. If you wait long enough for precision mod, yeah, precision mod would come nice. I ain't gonna lie, that would be nice. Then we get the see and spray. What up, paramedic? Good to see you, my dude. Glad to have my financial advisor watching over my shoulder at all times. Making sure I don't do anything too incredibly risky for my financial endeavors. Do do do. Do 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 do. Also, precision farming is coming back in January. Nice. I didn't know that. But I did like the precision farming, especially from the weeding and stuff standpoint. You don't use as much fertilizer, seeds, weed spray, all that stuff. Comes in real handy. And boop. Turn her around. Take out the sign, as is custom around these parts. Hey, it's tradition, okay? Who am I to interrupt tradition at this point? We simply have to take out the signs. I don't make the rules. Oh, you're just guessing. Oh. Well, I guess we'll find out. Well, the precision farming is actually a DLC through Giants, or at least it was. So I would assume that they would be in charge of that again. Like that was an actual like Giant software update. What up, Daniel? Welcome. Trying to keep on top of everything. Let's go ahead and fold this up real quick, I guess. Oh wait, can I drop it without folding it? Like if I detach, I totally can. Oh god, please don't fall. Okay, it didn't. Alright, now if I can grab the roller, I can try to roll this field real quick. Just try to get everything done as quickly as possible, so that we can move on to the profits from last year. That is what I'm looking forward to the most. Oh god. Out of everything here, I managed to find a way to put this perfectly in line with my sprayer. Now I've shoved my sprayer out in front of a bus. Don't hit my sprayer, bus. Alright. Looks like the bus is not going to hit my sprayer, so that's nice of them. Meanwhile, I'm just going to carry on as if nothing's going on. The more we can get done all at once, the better. That's the way I see it. What up, Moore? How's it going? Appreciate everybody dropping in. Don't forget, if you guys do enjoy, make sure you slap that like button. You guys have been absolutely crushing it, so I appreciate everyone that's dropped by, helping keep this new series going. So what's the ultimate goal in this game? Well, there really isn't an ultimate goal. We kind of do like challenges and stuff, but this first playthrough, I've just been kind of having fun. Like, there's no like win condition or anything like that. It's basically down to when you decide to move on to the next playthrough. Most people come up with challenges that they want to meet, whether it's making a certain amount of money or, you know, getting to a certain level of equipment or whatever, you know what I mean? Me, I'm just having some fun for now. When we go on to other maps and stuff, I'll probably start a challenge series. It is super chill, man. That's the best part about this game. And like I said, for me as a streamer, I love this because it's a break from all the super stressful, like, multiplayer gaming that I do. Like, if I can just chill and have a good time chit-chatting with you guys, like, that is what I love about this. And the game is so chill and relaxing and fun. Like, it's so satisfying. Like, that is what I love about this game. It is the perfect game for me to relax and stream and have a good time. He's doing his headlands pass right now, which is perfect. We're going to go ahead and detach the roller right there for the time being. And then we'll go ahead and remove this since everybody's been so patient over here. Look how patient they've been. Isn't that nice of them? So used to them all sitting over here honking and going crazy. They've been so patient. I tried to pick it up from the wrong side in front of all of these guys. I'm an idiot. But you guys already knew that. Hopefully it'll flip back up and then I'll be able to grab it. Please flip up. Thanks for letting me use your bus. I know that wasn't what you were probably hoping for, but hey, you know, I appreciate you. You're doing the Lord's work. Thanks for your patience. Thanks for being patient. Let me just crash this thing into the side of your bus so that I can lift it up. Yeah, it is literally the complete opposite of World of Warships Legends. That's what I mean. Like, this is the perfect game for me to relax and have a good time and not have to, like, go crazy. Like, that's why I love this game so much. It's satisfying, it's chill, you can do so many different things. Alright, before we start the next big field, we're going to go ahead and fill up on seed and fertilizer, because we will need it. Wait, I think I still got fertilizer sitting over there on the ground that I could have grabbed. We'll remember that next time, right? We'll need it here in a little bit anyway. Alright, let's let the AI start over here on this field. And then we will come over, spray this field. And then roll it while he's working on that one. Alright, take out another sign. What's a sign between friends? Beautiful. But yeah, the other thing I like about this is because there's usually not a gajillion people in chat, I can sit here and I can talk to you guys a lot easier. Now, sometimes I end up getting focused on what I'm doing. Some things require a little bit more concentration than others, and so I end up like not reading chat as much. But I do love to be able to sit here and talk to you guys. PF, is the wind pending in if the contract with the companies that paid for it in previous games? I have no idea what you just said. Oh, precision farming is in the wind pending if the contract with the companies that paid for it in previous games, aka John Deere, sponsor it. Okay, that makes more sense. Okay. I'm not gonna lie. Like initially I read that, I was like, I have no idea what that's supposed to mean. But I got it. I figured it out. But even if they don't sponsor it, I mean, they could always do the precision farming and then just like use, a generic, quote unquote, see and spray sort of technology. They could make the lizard tech or lizard co see and spray, or call it something that's not see and spray, but like call it like precision farming with lizard co or something like that. Because Lizard is their their generic brand that they came up for farming sim. So just because John Deere is the see and spray guys doesn't mean they can't have similar things. Because other companies do that sort of spot spray as well. Case has their own spot spray system, and like it's pretty ingenious. But yeah, overall, I think we'll be able to move through this pretty quickly. Like I'm pretty good at the whole rotation thing that we got going here. Like I know what needs done. I can get it done pretty quickly. We already did the cultivating in the previous episode, so now we just got to plant, roll, spray, and then we'll have to fertilize it next month. But right now we're treating our fields for weeds. Get that done, and then we'll bring the roller over and roll the ground. And then he should be well on his way to planting the cotton in that field. And then we can work from there. Take a look out back as we spray the ground. Alright, one more pass should get her done. And we'll go drop this and grab the roller. Only this time we're not going to drop this in the way. Question mark. Okay, let's put this right over to y'all. Can you, like, fold up a little quicker? Good lord. I need to change the orifice on my hydraulics to make sure you move quicker. Alright. Go grab the roller real quick. Good news is we got the roller set up. All we gotta do is go hook up to it, pull it straight across the road, and right into the field. Efficiency is the name of the game, folks. Efficiency. No wasted moments. We are out of gas. Talking about efficiency. This thing's little tiny fuel tanks. Kind of a problem. Seems like we're filling up on gas a lot. Ain't got no gas in it. I should be able to get this field done though. And then we'll go do the other. We'll get the gas. Look at this big old roller, man. You got to catch some of the stream earlier. Well, I'm sorry I streamed while you're at work, but I appreciate you. Glad you were able to grab a little bit of it. What up, Loops? Welcome as well. Indiana Jones looking good. I got to play it. I don't know, man. I've never really been an Indiana Jones fan. Like, it's okay, but I don't know about a game made off of Indiana Jones. Alright, we're going to back up, get the corner. Putting gas in your diesel tractor won't end well. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I was wondering if somebody was going to say something like that. I know it's a diesel. Put fuel in it. How about that? We'll get some diesel fuel. Sound good? Put a little diesel fuel in there. Putting diesel in a gas engine isn't as bad as putting gasoline in a diesel engine. For those of you who don't know. Like, your gas car will probably run off of diesel, but it won't like it. A diesel engine will absolutely implode running on gas, because diesel engines run off of compression, right? There's no spark plugs. So, gas is a lot more unstable than diesel. And under high temperatures from the compression of the engine, will suddenly ignite. And not necessarily when you want it to. Which results in what we call knock. And on a diesel engine, it is catastrophic from gasoline. Now, jet fuel is a diesel, but it has less lubricant, right? Like, a lot of people don't realize, like, kerosene, diesel fuel, jet fuel, they're all very similar. They're all possible to be used, but regular diesel fuel has more of a lubricant in it, which helps with a lot of components. So if you're using like jet fuel, for instance, you don't have that lubricant in the fuel, so you can use it, it'll run, but your components, like your fuel pump, if you're using a mechanical fuel pump, stuff like that, that'll wear out faster. Believe it or not, I actually do know a little thing or two about vehicles. I know most people don't come here for the knowledge of like Carfax and whatnot, but I do have a little bit of a knowledge. Yeah, gasoline and diesel is much worse. Yeah, and it's not even a question. We call it detonation, aka engine knock, and it does not end well for any vehicle, but especially diesel engines with gasoline. because they are so high compression, and the detonation occurs at the worst possible time, leading to just absolutely horrendous consequences. Yep, we'll get this done. We'll pull this over to the other field, or get it ready to pull over to the other field. Then we'll go get us some fuel for this old diesel. Fun fact, old gasoline cars, like my old 1976 Plymouth Duster, used to do a thing called dieseling in the wintertime. Usually done from carbureted cars. But dieseling is when an engine decides it doesn't want to shut off in the wintertime. It will keep trying to run. It just refuses. And it's not ideal either. Like, my Duster used to do it real bad during the wintertime if it got real cold. Like, it would just sit there, you'd turn it off, and it would sit there and spit and sputter and pop and spit and sputter, and then it would eventually die out with that little sound. That little Alright, let's go get us some fuel. But yeah, we used to call it, I'm pretty sure it's called dieseling. It's when the engine refuses to shut off. You can run ATF in a diesel, but at your own risk. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like ATF is a lot more expensive than diesel fuel. If you're trying to, like, how long would you be able to run? Like, how much are you spending to buy a whole bunch of automatic transmission fluid to run your diesel? And how long would it last? Like, it's not very long, right? Just because it can be done doesn't mean it's practical. Like, if you're out of fuel and there's a gas station up the road and you got a little bottle of ATF fluid or automatic transmission fluid in your truck, and that can get you to the gas station, maybe. But yeah, diesels don't like to run out of fuel either. They can be an absolute nightmare to get reprimed. Because most diesels are mechanical fuel pumps, or at least older diesels are mechanical fuel pumps. And once you lose prime on it, it can be a nightmare to get fuel pressure back. Speaking of my old Duster, my 1976 Plymouth Duster was a 225/6 with a single barrel carburetor. In 1976, it would have come from the factory with 80 horsepower. I didn't get it in 1976. I got it in 2004 as a senior in high school. And, yeah. She was fun, man. I had so much fun in that car. It was rear-wheel drive. Had just enough power to make it fun on the gravel. Like, I had a bunch of fun in that car. It was my little Wish.com muscle car. It looked like the muscle car. Didn't run like a muscle car. Didn't have any muscle. JP is jet fuel. Glow plugs only start the engine. Like, they don't keep going. Like, it's not like the glow plugs stay on. Once the engine is started, the glow plugs go out. The whole point of a glow plug is to just start the engine, to cause that initial combustion. But once it starts, like, the glow plugs don't even stay on. All that runs a diesel engine is fuel, air, and compression. Your Camaro came with 140 horsepower. Now it makes 800. Nice. What up, Birdman? How's it going? Am I allowed to be on the roads like that? Absolutely. If you look right over here, you'll notice that I have a tractor. In the United States, I am allowed to drive said tractor on the road. but only specific roads. Now I couldn't take this down the interstate, but yeah, I could literally. It's got a little license plate right there. It's got brake lights. It's got blinkers. We don't even have to technically. We don't even have to run the beacons, right? Now, a lot of farmers used to run the slow-moving vehicle little pyramid or triangular sign, kind of letting people know, hey, look out, don't run me over, please. But no, this is totally legal to have on the road, but not on like all roads. And then some cities may ban farm traffic, whatever you want to call it. So there's that. But even like where I'm from, we have not only farm traffic allowed to come through town occasionally, but we also have ATV friendly areas, meaning people are allowed to drive their side-by-sides, their four-wheelers, dirt bikes, all that stuff in town. Like, they're just allowed. Is biodiesel a big thing in the U.S.? Not really. It started to take off initially, but then it just became convoluted, a mess. People figured out real quick that it was more of a mess than it was worth. Like, the money that you're saving just isn't worth it over the problems that you cause with not having to filter everything, because a lot of the biodiesel's made out of like vegetable oils and stuff like that. So you got to filter everything so well, otherwise you just end up with a mess. But yeah, I mean, there are some biodiesel places, but the U.S. is kind of unique in the world, that we're one of the few places in the entire world that is capable of being completely self-sustained when it comes to fuel production and stuff like that. Now, we're not currently at the moment, even though we were for a little while, we're not currently able to outproduce it, and that's just because we don't need to. We can buy it elsewhere for the time being, save our stores for, hard times. But yeah, the U.S. has some of the cheapest gas prices of any first world country. Like, if you go look at like price per liter across the U.S. versus price per liter, which is what they do across Europe and stuff. I don't know why they do price per liter, but that's just what they do. It's like, I'm going to go put 100 liters in my car or whatever. I don't know. I don't know what their gas tanks can hold, but yeah. They sell fuel by the liter. We sell it by the gallon. You love streaming? Nice, Bumpkin. Did Flight Sim 24? Did a GA flight? Not sure what the GA flight is, but glad you're enjoying it. I did a couple videos or a couple streams on Flight Sim. Turns out I'm a terrible pilot. I'm a terrible pilot, but hey, it's fun. It's fun to fly around areas that I know, and it's beautiful. Getting the bird's eye view of everything. Looks like we're gonna. God, my voice is gone, man. Looks like we're gonna be able to get this field completely planted, and then potentially have enough left over to plant the other field that's next to us before we have to refill the tanks. At least that's my hope, anyway. I guess we'll find out in a minute. What up, Tiger? Broken Mouse? Good to see you guys. Yeah, and I feel like that's becoming more and more of a thing. Like, I obviously, for like big cities and stuff, maybe it's not quite as big of a thing. But like down here in the country, we've got a lot of ATV places that have opened up. So most of our towns and stuff in the area, we're small towns anyway. New Lex is a bigger city compared to most of our towns and villages. But most of them have passed ATV-friendly laws, allowing people to to drive their tractors, their ATVs, their side-by-sides, four-wheeler dirt bikes, all that stuff that they bring down. And you'd be surprised the amount of money that comes down to our poor-ass county during the weekends. Especially all spring, summer, and fall. Like winter, maybe not so much. There are some people that are crazy enough to come out in the wintertime. But during the spring, summer, and fall, it is packed at every one of these like ATV places where they get on the trails, they do like mud bogs, they do all this stuff. Like it is packed. Hundreds of people at every one of these freaking like ATV places. It's crazy. I hate to think the amount of money that these guys bring down to come to Perry County just to play around in the mud for a weekend. But they do. They do, man. And they bring a lot of money to the economy of the local stores and stuff like that, man. So can't complain about it, even though they are noisy as crap. And if you've ever been a neighbor to one of these freaking ATV places, you dislike it a lot because you went from being completely quiet all the time to being the most obnoxious sounds you'll ever hear in your life all the time, every weekend. But yeah, that's why gasoline engines, you have to adjust the timing of the engine for like as you start to increase power, because as you increase power, you increase heat. Increased heat also increases the likelihood that gasoline detonates, which is what we call engine knock. Engine knock, very bad for engines. I'm not talking about rod knock where you screw up the bearings or something on your rods and you get the chatter in the thing. I'm talking about actual engine knock from a issue with your fuel. That's why you see people adjusting the timing maps on like modified vehicles, like Cletus McFarland and stuff. Always messing with the timing because of his forced induction, whether it be superchargers, turbochargers. As they compress the air gets hot. Yes, you run intercoolers, liquid to water or liquid to air intercoolers and stuff like that to try to cool the air down, but you're compressing the air that's getting hot, right? You're also increasing the compression of the engine artificially by increasing the pressure of the air inside the engine as it then compresses under the compression stroke. So all of that leads to the greater likelihood of detonation, which is why you run better fuels, which have less of a chance of detonating, and you increase you change your timing to make sure that it doesn't happen. Yeah, exactly, Camaro. Yeah, you run different fuels. The higher the octane, the less likelihood it is to combust at an inopportune time. Also, fuels like E85, for instance, fuels like E85 are able to cool the engine better than gasoline. They burn cooler. Um, Methanol, alcohol, like it cools the engine so much that like if you run methanol on a supercharger, like you'll see condensation all over the engine from the supercharger because it's so cold. You ever spill like rubbing alcohol on your hand, and then as it evaporates, because alcohol evaporates really quickly, as the alcohol evaporates, your spot where it got wet from the alcohol will get really cold. It'll actually get colder than the room temperature and stuff because of the evaporation. You're carrying away heat. That's what alcohol does. That's what methanol, all that stuff does. So, yeah, the more you know. What up, Winter One? How's it going? Uh, how how long have I been streaming today? Right now we're at 53 minutes, so we're just getting started. We got our planting of our cotton going on right now, and then once we get through this, we're going to be trying to get forward into April to sell off all of our cotton products that we made, or that we harvested our cotton last episode. So we're making fabric and clothing that we can sell off in April, and then we will also be selling off all of our wood products as well, which we've got quite a few of our beams, planks, stuff like that that we make consistently. Oh, the other thing I forgot to talk about, we do have, for those of you who didn't know, we do actually have this greenhouse over here too. This greenhouse's sole purpose is to grow rice saplings or rice shoots, whatever you want to call them, that we're going to plant in our rice field that we put in. So now this is a little bit goofed at the moment because I didn't flatten the land. I thought it would be fine. It is not fine. Everything's floating on the land. It's supposed to be in the ground, but you get the gist. You get the gist. But we're growing these rice saplings, which are on these nice little pallets over here. I don't know how many of these pallets we're going to need to be able to fill up our rice field, but we do have this rice paddy Let me save real quick, and we'll go fly over there to the rice paddy. We've got a pretty sizable rice paddy that we're going to be buying, or that we've already bought and placed. And we will be utilizing for the first time rice on our Farm Sim 25 series. You can see this is how you flood the field. We are going to be doing the regular rice, so we will have to use the specialty equipment and flood the fields. We'll be working in the fields when it's wet. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun, man. I'm looking forward to it. Exactly. Like, if you're running like methanol or nitromethane, you don't actually need a cooling system. A, because the engine's not running all that long. You're running down the end of the quarter mile, usually. But also because it just cools the engine so well that you don't need to run a cooling system. Alright. Well, this guy is working on the Headlands passes officially. So that's good. It does look like we're going to be able to get away with finishing this field and then potentially doing that field without filling up, but I probably will fill up anyway, just so that I don't have to worry about it. I am going to fire this guy as soon as he gets done with this little pass, which is about now, because I can do the headlands a little bit quicker than he can. So we're just going to turn this way. Set ourselves up to do the headlands. It didn't grab for some reason. As I say, I can do it better than he can. It didn't hook onto the GPS. I think that was the game immediately giving me some instant karma. What up, Uncle Breda? How's it going? I know enough I should get into drag racing? No, that's too expensive. I'm broke, man. Don't get me wrong. I've had some fun in cars, but I'm broke. I don't even have a fast car anymore, man. I don't have anything. Not that I ever had really a fast car. I had quick cars. Little turbocharged 4-cylinder WRX. But it's nothing to write home about. It's fun. A lot of fun, actually. I highly recommend somebody, if you bored, you want to have a good time, buy a turbocharged Subaru. You'll have all kinds of fun. They are so much fun. And turbos are addicting. Like they really are. They're so much fun. Yeah, you don't have to go fast to win in bracket racing. Yeah, but you got to be consistent too. But bracket racing, I don't know. Those guys get all fancy with like dial-in boxes and stuff like that. That's too much work for me. Too much work. But don't forget, if you guys do enjoy what I do, make sure you guys slap that like button for me. Helps the channel out a ton. Lets YouTube know that I stream this game and people enjoy it, so they should send more people that might enjoy this game over. It has been working too. You guys have seen it. Like, we've been having some pretty good viewership on these videos, so I'm pretty happy with that. It's always good to see new faces showing up. Got a few new subscribers from Farm Sim too, so it's been awesome. Glad people are enjoying our streams. Anytime you try to branch out in YouTube, it can be a bit of a tough ask, but you guys can help me do it, and that's how you do it. So thank you guys. Did they miss a spot? They totally missed a spot. Dadgummit. Every time. Telling you. You can't, you just can't find good help these days. It's alright though. We'll finish this Headlands Pass. We'll go get some I don't know. I say I say we just take the chance, right? Like, it's going to be close. But I think we can make it. Like, it doesn't take that much fertilizer and seeds to plant cotton. So I think we could probably get away with it. Depending on how much is left. Oops. I picked it up. Depending on how much is left when we finish this headlands. Because we're on the last pass officially now. No delay box or electronics, just you in the car? Yeah, but I still don't have a car. My current car is a $500 Subaru Impreza that would never pass inspection. Let's just put it that way. Like, I know what inspection is like, and yeah, I wouldn't pass tech inspection. They take one look at my car and be like, "You can't take that down the track." Be like, "I know. I don't even like taking it around town." But hey, it gets me where I need to go. That's all that matters. Point A to point B, baby. Bought it for $500 in 2018 and done basic maintenance to keep her on the road. Can't argue with more than that, you know. Car takes care of me, I take care of it. 55 horsepower Volkswagen Bug from the 60s. Dude, I know a guy who has a Volkswagen Bug that's got all kinds of, like, it is a junkyard hodgepodge mess that runs 13s. Like, literally. Like, it's a front engine, and it's from, like, a front engine from, like, a Volkswagen Jetta or something. So it's not, like, a super high displacement engine. And then it's got like an Audi turbo on it. It's like every Volkswagen company that is out there, he's got a part from the junkyard on this Bug. And he runs consistent too. Runs 13s. Funny guy to talk to too. I love going to the track, man. It's fun. I enjoy it. This guy runs 20s? Yeah, I bet. What do you run in the quarter mile? I don't. What is that supposed to mean? I mean, I don't run. I walk. Pretty sure you could start walking now and beat me down the quarter mile. You joke that when he launches, you have time to run and grab a hot dog and come back. I would say that's probably true, except for every track that I've ever been has a line about the size of Texas for any sort of concessions. It's awful. Every single track that I have ever been in, like if you want a piece of pizza or a hot dog or a water or something, like it is like a 10 to 15 minute wait, period. And that's if you're lucky. And God help you, don't go to the bathrooms. Just don't even bother. Doo-doo-doo. Just me and my cotton field doing what we gotta do. And we are done with this field. Alright, we'll go up here and grab our fertilizer and seed that we already have sitting out here. I completely forgot about this. We borrowed that one seeder to do our grassland, and it's sitting right here, all the stuff that we bought for it. Man, somebody parked everything right in the way. Boy, I tell you, these darn farm hands just, you can't get good help. Just move this forward a little bit. There we go. Fill her up from the seeds and fertilizer we got there. Head down to the bottom field, get this started. Then we'll get the other tractor working on spraying the field. And then we'll roll it and move on. It's a lot of work, but we got a lot of money out of it, so I can't complain. Oh God, I'm driving in my field again. Get out of the field, dum-dum. Alright. Put this over here. Put her on the AI. Grab this. Unfold her. Alright, let the spraying begin. What up, Smokey? Good to see you. Why aren't we going to the bathroom? Oh, it's the tracks, brother. Please fix the tractor. I don't think it's actually the tractor. It's probably the planter that needs repaired, because I thought we fixed the tractor in the last episode. It's probably the planter that needs repaired. But for the time being, that's the planter we got, and I ain't too worried about repairing it. I don't even think it slows down the big tractor. I don't think even if it's not repaired, I don't think it slows down the big tractor. What up, Optimus? Good to see you. Appreciate you dropping in. I kind of miss the spot spray stuff though, because of the little. It kind of makes me feel like an astronaut. You ever see like when they do the what do you call it? The RTS? Is it RTS? Reaction thrusters? RCS. Reaction control. Little puffs of nitrogen gas getting blown out like all over the place. That's what that reminds me of when you do the see and spray, because it only sprays like one nozzle at a time. Psst, 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 psst. How about a tractor pole deal? Dude, that would be sick. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie, that'd be sick. Honestly, I'm surprised somebody hasn't done something like that where they have like a set weight and try to see which tractor can pull like up a hill or something to find out which is the best tractor. Like, I'm sure somebody's done that, right? Somebody has to. I can't be the only one to think of that. I know you technically thought of it, but I'm stealing it. It's now my IPL. I just thought of it. Just this moment. Okay, so the front tank is officially empty. And clutching the game by holding on to take out or reset the caps and stuff and spot the destroyer for me to get the other reset. Like, without it, we'd have lost. 100%. You expect a royalty check? That's not how this works. I said it's my IPL. Meaning, there's no obligation to pay you. It's mine. I thought of it, right? Totally me. That's how the world works, right? Like, Somebody comes up with an idea, you like it, so you steal it. Oh, we gotta do this, like, partial. Forgot about that. It's like, oh, you should have patented it. Sorry. Or you should have trademarked it. Now it's mine. We collabed. Y'all saw it? Nope, nobody saw it. It was totally just a workshop, an open air workshop, and the idea was totally my own. Never hold up in court. It's just an open air workshop of people talking about ideas. I can't help it if I came up with a better idea. It's not my fault. Oh, man. I've been streaming a lot lately. Like, a lot, a lot. Play the stream back. What stream? This stream could just disappear. No way for it to be found. Better record it now. Oh. Saw the tornado on the stream after it was done and have one thing to say. It's so slow, especially for a tornado. Yeah. And it just stays around forever. I was talking to Camaro about the stream disappearing. I was like, what stream? There's no stream. This video could never exist. You might as well record it now. Like a normal tornado, like a tornado that lasts like 15 or 20 minutes is insane. Right? Tornadoes don't generally stick around. Now, there are some tornadoes in history that have stuck around for hours, but there's no guarantee that that was one tornado. Like the tri-state tornado a lot of people talk about. Like, there's no guarantee that was one tornado. Like, it's entirely possible that that was multiple tornadoes across the state that followed a similar path from the same storm. And that's probably the reality. But a lot of people talk about that tri-state tornado. It's like, it went across 3 states and was on the ground for like 5 hours. It's like, that doesn't sound like a tornado to me. Most tornadoes don't stay on the ground that long. Not saying it didn't happen. I'm saying that the likelihood is low. It's probably multiple tornadoes spawned from the same storm. And after one dissipated, it respawned another storm, or another tornado, and so on. Regenerated. Like, that happens pretty often. Like, it's not impossible for a single supercell that, if it's long enough lived in favorable atmospheric condition, to drop multiple tornadoes over a very long duration. But it's not usually one tornado that goes 180 miles or 300 miles or whatever it ended up going. I forget what the actual, like, damage path of that storm was, but it was absurd. It was absurd. Well, that's what we call it. It spawns tornadoes. So if it spawns a tornado, that tornado dissipates. What's the next one called? A respawn, right? Like it respawns a tornado. It's capable of respawning a tornado. When a tornado generates, we call it tornado genesis, but it's also tornado spawning. Fun fact, fish can respawn too. You ever heard of fish spawn? Well, guess what? They can also spawn more than once. So they can respawn. There you go. Just like peak can repeat, fish can respawn. Yeah, I know. I know what you're saying. Are you looking up the actual stats of the tri-state tornado on me? How dare you! You're supposed to listen to everything I say and take it all to heart. I know everything. You can't Google me. Damn it. Yeah, a lot of people died during the tri-state tornado. But of course, that was back in the day before we had better warnings and stuff. Put it in perspective. We have a very, very good, like, consistent warnings system in place now. And what is the average? The average warning time is like 12 minutes, something like that. 12 minutes. Tornado warnings and storm understandings have come so long or so far in the last 20 years. Because I remember when during the 90s we had the Twister movie and they talked about, you know, under 3 minute warning time. That was the reality back then. But as we understand more and more about storms and tornadoes, how they form and what they do, we learn more. We're able to better understand and predict them and warn people that danger's near. And the amount of lives that have been saved because of that is crazy. Because we've had some doozies in recent years. Like, if some of the storms that hit some of the populated areas nowadays hit back in the day, like, it is biblical amounts of just carnage. But now, because people are way more aware of what's going on, you don't see as many fatalities. You still see some, and that's sad, but you don't see as many as they used to. I mean, think of, like, Xenia, Ohio. Think of, like, all those old school twisters, the F5s from back in the day, right? Like, yeah, they were strong tornadoes, but it was the lack of warning that the places had that led to all the fatalities, and the fact that structures just weren't as good as they are nowadays. But yeah, like it's crazy. You imagine the Joplin tornado or the Oklahoma City tornado, the Moore tornado. Like, imagine some of those tornadoes in the old days. How many people would have died? Like, if they didn't have the warnings in place and you know, weathermen that devote their lives to trying to save people. Like, it's crazy to think. Because we've had some insane storms. And it's only going to get worse. Like, I think that's the part that people overlook. Everybody talks about global warming, this or that. I don't really care. I don't get into politics of global warming. But the truth is, storms are getting stronger and more frequent. Period. You don't have to get into politics to understand that. Like, we've all seen it. Just in our time alone. Look at the winters. Like, I'm from the north, right? I'm from Ohio. The winters have changed so much here in Ohio in the last 20 years that it's crazy. Like, that ain't a politics thing that you got to think about. Like, that's an actual, like, real deal, right? Watch this. We're going to try to cheese this if we can. I don't think I can, but I'm going to try. For the first time ever, we actually finished this entire field without running out of spray. First time ever! Alright, let's go get some spray in this thing. I'm probably going to need more spray, though. Because I only have this one little thing here. I don't know how much it's got left in it. Probably not enough. Yep, that's what I thought. Yep, we're gonna need more spray. All right, let's get some spray. Let's get 2 of them. Run into town, grab the spray. If I grab it, I mean leave it there and then just fill it up with this. Looks like he's finishing that field now, so we'll be getting ready to do that. Go, tractor, go, go. Go, tractor, go, go. Turn on our little beacons. Let everybody know I'm here. Leave me alone. Oh, God. Oh, you just died, sir. You just 100% just got absolutely squished. That man stepped off the curb at the wrong time. They'll blame me for that, too. Like, you shouldn't have been going so fast. Be like, he shouldn't have stepped off the curb like an idiot. Look both ways, mother trucker. He stepped off the curb at the wrong time. He is now officially a pancake. Because that tank would have knocked him over, and then he would have got run over by the wheels. 100%. That's how it happens. Like, if they just ran into the front of the tractor, it probably wouldn't have been as bad. But they didn't. They literally they would have got hit by the tank, knocked down, and then run over by the wheels. And you got, I mean, whatever the weight of this equipment is. I think the tractor itself is like 10 tons, and then the rest of the equipment is probably another 10 tons, or 6 or 8 tons. Yeah, that's a bad day. That's a real bad day. What up, Robbie? How's it going? Go to the workshop? Nah, we're good. A lot of people worry about the fixing stuff all the time. Like, you don't really need to. The only thing it does is slow things down. Now, combines is a different story because you start to lose yield. But for regular tractors and stuff like that, you don't really need to fix it. It'll slow you down a little bit potentially, but that's it. Slows you down from, instead of a working speed of like 11 mile an hour for one thing, it might be a working speed of like 10 miles an hour. Right? It's not a huge change. And it's not like it breaks down on you or anything like that. Like this one looks like it's completely dead, but I'm pretty sure we fixed the tractor in the last episode. So what it is this is the planter that needs to be fixed. And again, there's no reason for me to fix the planter because it doesn't do anything. And it's just going to wear out again. We've got a lot of hours on this equipment, so it just wears out immediately. The longer you have the equipment, the quicker it goes to get worn out. Alright, let's get this up to the next field. Gotta go plant some cotton. Like, we can drive into this field because it's just grass. Not too worried about it, but I won't fit through that gate. I've got to go around the gate. Beautiful. Perfect. Get her done. And I'm going to hit that tree, so I need to change where I'm at. Beautiful. But yeah, this thing is limited to 7 miles an hour. This working equipment, so we're going as fast as the equipment can go anyway. Yep, I definitely was about to say knot. I'm so used to saying knots for everything. Fun fact, do you know what a knot is? We use knots in the Navy context, right? In airspeed as well, because they like to use it. Basically, anything navigational, they like to use knots. It's an old school of measurement. And it's not what you think. Neil deGrasse Tyson actually did a thing on this not too long ago. But basically, knots were invented to talk about back when they navigated using latitude and longitude instead of having GPS for everything. That's where knots come from. A knot was how many of those like parts of an hour or whatever it is. I forget exactly what it is. We go for like parts of a minute, right? Like if you look into like latitude, longitude, you say you're like 15 minutes past 15 degrees or whatever. You know what I mean? Like that's how you know where you're at. Like it'll tell you like 15 degrees north, 15 minutes past like 15 degrees or whatever. You know what I mean? Latitude and longitude is awkward when it comes to like trying to explain it, but it is based off of like not only a imaginary position on the Earth, but also the fact that you've got time thrown in there. So you're talking about how much time it takes to go from one to the next tick, right? So you're going from this tick to that tick, and then however long that is, that's one knot, right? Like you go from this place to this place, that's a knot. And if you can do multiple of those, then you're doing several knots, right? Yeah, it's a whole thing. It's an interesting thing. Highly recommend if you guys get a chance, check out Neil deGrasse Tyson's explanation of the knot and where it comes from and what it is. It's pretty interesting. It is close-ish to miles an hour. You're not wrong. It is actually surprisingly close to miles an hour. But I believe knots is faster than miles an hour, whereas miles an hour are faster than kilometers per hour. But it's an old thing that doesn't need to exist anymore, but we keep it around because reasons, tradition. Like knots doesn't need to exist anymore. There's no reason to use it over anything else in modern society, but it still gets used. Anything navigational generally uses knots, whether it be airspeed, like planes, ships, still use it. What up, Aaron? How's it going? No, it wasn't actually due to an actual rope and knots tied to it. See, that's what I thought for the longest time, too, because I thought I remember seeing that somewhere. But I'm pretty sure that that was like a wives' tale that somebody, like, made up, and I think it was on Top Gear one time, if I remember correctly. But I don't think it's actually true. The actual explanation for where a knot comes from and what a knot is was done really well by Neil deGrasse Tyson. Actually, let me see if I can find it. Share, copy. It's a fascinating thing. Here it is. Boop. But it is a fascinating video if you guys are a nerd like me and you like to look things up. Whoops. What up, Arrow Boy? Welcome as well. You've been playing to Lynn, and it's quite fun. I'm halfway to Riga, and I'm wondering, what are your thoughts on Riga and Petro? Riga was fun initially, but again, I don't play it a lot. I like the bigger, heavier cruisers, but yeah, I'm just not a big fan of Petro. I can't get that ship to do what I want it to do. Like Stalingrad, I love it. Riga, I did okay with, but yeah, Petro just doesn't do what I want it to do. It's incredibly frustrating. But a lot of people love the Petro. I'm just not one of them. Every time I take that out, I have the worst luck ever. Literally the worst luck imaginable every single time I take that ship into battle. It's a curse. Alright, so we're going to set this thing up here. And we're going to start rolling the field. Boop. Remind me when we go to pick that up that I got to grab it from the tank side. I always forget. I always think I grab it from the red side, but it's always the tank side. And I ain't gonna lie, we're almost at that point where we need a third tractor. All right, we're not getting it anytime soon, but we're almost at that point where having a third tractor would be mucho beneficial. Yeah, a knot is very close to a miles per hour. I want to say it's like 1.3 miles per hour or something. I forget what it was. But Neil deGrasse Tyson is a pretty good teacher when it comes to teaching things like that. It's almost like that's what he's done for decades. But I like watching him. He's funny. Him and his buddy that he has on Star Talk. It's hilarious. What up, Robert? Appreciate you dropping in. Glad you were able to drop in and say hi. Yedem, good to see you as well. Do I ever play League of Dragoon? Nope. Sure did not. Never heard of it. I'm not gonna lie, I cannot wait. Like, we're getting to that point in the series where I'm like ready for the mods to start rolling in for like all the like ridiculous stuff. Like all of the fast farming and craziness that we started to get into in the Billionaire series towards the end. Like, that's where we're starting to get, and that's what I'm looking forward to right now. It's like, dude, I cannot wait till we have like ridiculous working widths, ridiculous speed for everything. Like, I can't wait. It's going to be awesome. What up, Phil? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, he does talk about some things that aren't exactly what he is, but it's, again, like I like that he brings on experts and stuff and they talk about different things, but I just find it fascinating. I am somebody who loves to like learn things, like especially when it comes to anything science. Like I just love a lot of good stuff. Now obviously he does get a little bit out there sometimes, but again, anytime you're watching anybody, you should always take anything they say with a grain of salt, right? Like, you should be able to formulate your own opinions. You should be able to, you know, like, understand where certain biases may lie, like all that stuff. But I do like a lot of his way of thinking about things logically. Like that resonates with me instead of like, I don't know. Like, I'm a very straightforward, logical thinker, sometimes to a fault. But yeah, appreciate that, Robert. I just like to learn things. So I watch a lot of different science channels from a lot of different people. I watch a lot of YouTube in general, man. I love YouTube. YouTube is amazing. You don't like the fast farming or mods? I mean, it is what it is. Like I love the progression of farm sim. Like I love taking it easy and slow and building up my farm from nothing. But eventually you get to a point where you're owning like the entire map, and being able to do things more efficiently is nice so that you can get more done in each episode. Because like right now we're starting to diversify. So instead of just doing like one or two things, we're going to have a lot more going on, which is going to lead to us ending up inevitably slowing down the progression of the series, because each year is now going to take longer. With grassland in general, like we're going to be cutting our grassland every 3 months. So that's 3 times a year we've got to do that. Whereas before, we skip ahead when we're not harvesting or planting, you know, our cotton. So all that stuff comes in handy. And like I said, we're getting to that point because, I mean, we own, what do we own? 30 or 40 acres at this point? Like, we own all of this green stuff, right? Like, all of it. Like, that's not quite half the map, but we're starting to get there, you know? But yeah, I get where you're coming from. And it's never something that I want to just start with on a series, but like as you get to a point where you start to snowball and you're buying lots of property over and over again and you're starting to really expand into just ridiculous amounts of stuff, like from a stream standpoint, it's nice to be able to speed things along. What up, Norska? Hope your stream went well, my dude. Glad you could drop by. Just to kind of give you guys a look from inside to remind you just how ridiculous this is. Look at this. This is a big old roller, man. Think anybody actually uses a roller this size on their fields? Have a good night, Razor. Appreciate you dropping in. Past 100 subs. Well, congrats, man. That's a big one. That is one of the big milestones. I know it doesn't sound like it, but those first 100 subscribers are tough, man. So congrats. What up, Mr. Video Gamer? Good to see you as well. Yeah, it's basically Monopoly with farms. You're not wrong. A little bit more hands-on. But that's not a bad way to put it. I didn't do a very good job on that turn. We missed a chunk. We missed a chunk, man. That's cool. What up, Mr. Captain? Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Also, we're almost to 50 likes. If you guys could slap that like button for me, appreciate you. Helps the channel out a ton. Helps increase the reach of the farm sim into outside of the normal viewers for the channel. Auto load and stuff is cool, but 30-mile-an-hour harvester is just too much. Yeah, I get it. I get it. We had a lot of fun. Like, I don't think we actually got into doing, like, insane, like, fast farming stuff other than the baling. Like, we were doing the baling pretty early on. but like other than the baling, like I think mostly it was just the speed. Like we bought the 5,000 horsepower tractor. We had a modded grain bin that was able to hold like a stupid amount. I think it was like 10 million liters of grain, like all that stuff, so that we didn't have to constantly have to change our, you know, cart back and forth. We could just harvest and then dump it all. Our harvesters were able to hold more, so that we didn't have to constantly stop the harvester and all that stuff. Like that's where we got to. Looks like we got maybe one more pass. And then this field will be done, and we'll go roll the other field. And then we'll have to drag this thing all the way up to the next cotton field up top, and then come back and grab the sprayer as well. All right, I think I fixed my mistake, right? Yeah, look at that. Oh, this is a little bit. All right, I don't think that little bit's gonna matter. I think we pretty much knocked her out right there. Tried to fix the mistake all in one go. I think I got most of it. What up, Simpin? Good to see you as well. I haven't checked out the New Frontier, but that is one of the maps that I did download, and I was kind of liking the idea of. Kind of reminds me of No Man's Land a little bit, with the idea where it's just kind of open and you get to do everything. So I was saying at the beginning of the stream that if folks are interested in seeing me start a new series, that'll probably be where I head. Because I'm not really interested in doing the new like Asian map at all. Like that's not really for me. But that New Frontier does look really good. At least from the picture that I saw. Your OCD was going to kick off? Hey, that's what we're here for. We knock out the little bits, right? We knock out the little bits so you don't have to. And then just to make sure of it, we can kind of head over and give her the little oopsie-doo treatment. It's like I gotta go that way anyway, so I might as well just kind of go oopsie-doo. I can leave the field over here and just knock it out. No problem. There you go. She done. Alright, now we got to go to that other field, which means I'm going to drive all the way across my entire field to throw all the lines off just to trigger your OCD again. Instead of having nice vertical lines, now we're going to have horizontal lines that are cutting like across my field. As if that wouldn't trigger your OCD. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. I wish there was a way to lift the rollers and stuff. Like, I wish that was a thing. But I don't think we have a roller in the game that's liftable. I think they all just drag along the ground. We have successfully merged onto the new field. Oh, was the New Frontier map, was that an actual, like, a Giants map? Because I didn't look to see who made it. But I noticed there were like 2 maps in the mod hub. I know No Man's Land eventually will come out. They bring that every single farm sim, I'm pretty sure, so sure that'll be there at some point. What did I do with my... I had water somewhere. I don't know what I did with it. Um, hold the thought. I think I need to... Yeah, I was going to say, I'm pretty sure this guy finished his thing. So we're going to go ahead and go from here over to the other field. Hey, we dodged a sign for once. Hello? There we go. Now we get back to work. Ah, gotcha. Frontier, No Man's Land. Well, that's what I was saying. Like the map that's in the mod hub currently is called New Frontier, and it looks pretty good. And it's kind of in the same idea as what No Man's Land is. No Man's Land is a staple among the modding community for farming simulator. It's been around for years, but it's a very big map and it's very open. It's kind of like just do your own thing. There are fields that exist on the map, but it's very few. But it's basically kind of like a sandbox for farming simulator, which is nice because it allows you to create some absolutely massive fields and utilize some insane mods and stuff to like farm huge chunks. Because like on console, we only have 2x maps. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's 2 km by 2 km maps, right? That's what our maps are for console. So No Man's Land is the best that we can get in terms of console 2x2 maps. On PC, they have 4x4, 8x8 maps and stuff like that they have modded maps. Some absolutely monsters, and allows for a lot more insane things to be used on PC. Like, insane modded equipment can be used and not look out of place. All sorts of stuff. I don't think so, though. I think that, well, maybe they'll bring out something as a test map or something. Try to see what happens. But, yeah, right now we're still in a 2x2 map. I thought that this was bigger than the Elm Creek map, but it isn't. It's still a 2x2 map. It just feels so much bigger somehow. I don't know. It's just the way it's made. I think a lot of hills and stuff have kind of made the map seem bigger because you're doing some vertical travel as well instead of just being flat, essentially. So I think that helps make the map feel bigger. But yeah, I looked it up. It is still just a 2x2 map currently. But yeah, I thought since they dropped the old consoles, maybe we would get a chance to have like bigger maps and all that stuff. But apparently not the case just yet. Not saying it won't happen, just saying it hasn't happened yet. Yeah, there are some absolutely insane maps out there that are like 4x4, 8x8, like absurd. All right, look how nice and neat that field ended, and we're on our way back out. Go ahead and start rolling the rollers in. Get this thing heading up to the top of the map. Shame that I don't really have a way to like carry the sprayer with me at the same time as doing this. Again, we're almost to that point where having a third tractor would be very, very nice. Like, we're starting to get there. So that might be something we look at, not this year, but next year with our harvest. Because this year, our goal is simple. We're starting rice, we're starting the mowing, all that stuff. So all of our profits this year have gone into loans to get everything that we're trying to diversify our stuff with. I think I'm just going to cut through here. Surely this tractor can pull it up the hill. Go, little tractor, go! Oh, it downshifted into third. You got this, tractor. I believe. Dude, she is working hard. But she's going to pull it up there, no problem. No problem. We'll pull this next to our rice field and our new cotton field, and then we'll go all the way back down, grab our sprayer, come up. The fact that we're basically able to keep up while spraying and rolling, basically keep up with our planter, is hilarious. Woo, that was a tighter fit than I gave it credit for. Man, I can't believe we just made that. That was a lot tighter than it looked. That's what he said. Seriously, that was a lot tighter through that fence than I gave it credit for. It's alright though, no hezzy. We just go for it. I think the PS5's or at least the PS5 Pro. I think the PS5 Pro is technically more powerful than the Series X. But just the fact that we stopped backwards compatibility with the older gen consoles should open up the ability to do more with the game, right? In general. Because now you're removing the minimum requirements for the game, or you're bumping them up from what they were to a new minimum. Which is always a good thing. Alrighty. I think I am going to just go ahead and pop back over and fill the tank back up real quick, since I am going to be like up at the top for a little bit, hoping that I can spray both fields in one pat, or like without coming back down for herbicide. That's my hope. If I come down now, maybe I get lucky. Honestly, I know I should have like the pallets up to the top, but hoping I don't need to. Ideally, I would like to have like a silo that stores liquid herbicide and stuff like that on the farm so that I didn't have to cart all the way back across the map again. We could just have it filled or have it fill from it. Would be nice. Alright. Let's get this thing all the way across the map. What up, Ghost Knight? Appreciate you dropping in. Hope you're having a good night. I should look where I'm going. There we go. What do you think that little, like, stick that's sticking up is? Anybody know? Why does that exist? Is it a meter that tells how much is in the... I can't tell. Like, I can't tell if it's like a visual meter for like telling you the like fill limit of the tank. That way you can tell if the tank becomes empty or like is about to be empty, or you know what I mean? I can't tell if that's what that is or not. It's hard to see. A lane spotter? I don't know. Maybe we can zoom in on it here in a second while we're folding out our... No, I think that's exactly what it is. I think it's a fill gauge. I think it tells you how, like, I bet there's like a little ball that floats in there, and depending on how much liquid is in it, that ball will come up to a certain level and tell you exactly how much spray you have in your tank. I thought that's what it might be. Interesting to know. Alright. We're going to go ahead and do a little steering assist. Boop. Why is this not working? I was pretty close though, wasn't I? There we go. Now we got her fixed. Yep, a floating level indicator. Yeah, there you go. Hey, it could be that too. Instead of a little ball, maybe it's like a little float that sticks down in the tank, and as the tank is filled up, it rises in the tube. That too. But yeah, I think we were all on the right track with that. As soon as I said it, like, I thought that that's what it was. Like, I was like, I wonder if that's what that is. And sure enough, you zoom in, that's exactly what it is. Ours is a little dirty. That's exactly what it is. Look how much work we put in though, man. We out here working. Everybody's working for the weekend. Do 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 do. I don't know all the words to that song. I know the song, I just don't know all the words. Everybody's working for the weekend. Alright, place your bets. Can he finish that entire field without having to be filled up with seed and fertilizer? And can I finish both of these fields without having to go all the way back for herbicide? That is the question that we have decided to pose. Can we do it? Dude, we're gonna have this field sprayed in no time. I think we got plenty of spray to get through these two fields. I don't know, that's a big field though. That's like 13 and a half acres or 13 and a quarter acres over there. It's a pretty big field. But we are getting to that point where it might be time to upgrade our sprayer too. I know we got some like pull behind sprayers that have the ability to have a lot bigger tanks. That might start to behoove us too. I know we're not using the GPS for this. I'm doing it the old-fashioned way. Trying not to waste as much as possible here. I like how we ended up going like opposite of our GPS at this point. But I feel like I'm being relatively efficient with this, despite not using GPS at this point. Everybody's working for the weekend. Everybody wants a second chance. Yo, Anthony Franklin coming out of nowhere, showing up and dropping the $20 bomb. Thank you so much, my dude. Appreciate you. I think I did miss that little, whoopsie, little spot right there. Could be wrong, maybe, but I think there's like a little spot right here. Just do a little quick little spritz. And we gotta pull this thing out of the way. Set it off. I guess we'll set it over here. In our rice field, since it's not actually got anything planted at the moment. Can't hurt. Grab our rollers. Oh my god! Anthony coming in with another $20 bomb with 20 gifted. Good lord, dude. Thank you so much, man. Back-to-back $20 bombs. So, thank you so much. Slightly rolling our rice field. I don't think that's how that works. You think you've donoed over 2,000 members? I wouldn't doubt it. Dude, you guys go crazy, man. You guys really do. Like, I don't know how many members we got currently, but you guys constantly keep the membership, like, up there. Yeah, right now, we have a total of 1,346 members on the channel. And most of those are people getting gifted memberships by generous people. Like, don't get me wrong, there's quite a few people that actually have active memberships that are part of the channel, but a lot of those 1,300 people are people getting gifted memberships, which is pretty awesome. Oh my God. Anthony! Dude! Relax, brother! Dropping a $50 bomb. He says, screw the $20. That ain't enough. $40? Psh! I got you, fam. $50 bomb. Good Lord. You're crazy. What up, cuz? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well tonight. You are not wrong. You are back, Anthony. Thank you so much, man. Seriously. Dropping $90 out of nowhere. Good Lord. Crazy. Oh, I had the ads turned off from the beginning of the stream today. I actually turned them off at the beginning. You might get an ad when you first get here, but yeah, I've had all the like mid-roll ads and stuff turned off. So you shouldn't be getting too many. Should just be like if you start the stream, you might get an ad. But that after that, you shouldn't get like a periodic ad. It wasn't that I was expecting Anthony, no. It's just that I'm trying to encourage people from outside our usual audience to come in. And by going basically ad-free, people are more likely to tune in because they're not constantly being bombarded with ads. So just a little bit of trying to reach outside our normal audience. But yeah, you guys always kill it, man. You guys are so freaking so awesome for me. Like, seriously, you guys are always so incredibly generous, and I cannot thank you guys enough. Dude, Anthony, you gotta chill. Anthony dropping another $20 bomb on top because he can. Good Lord. All right, one little bit remaining. The AI is almost done with the field across the way. Or excuse me, not AI. The farmhand is almost done with the field across the way. Then I can go ahead and come in from behind, spray the field down, roll it, and we are done with planting season. Or at least this planting. April, we got to plant that thing for the first time ever. But we are pretty much good to go at this point. Again, we will have to spray that field. We'll go grab our sprayer. Yeah, it does get a little bit crazy, but the main thing to remember when it comes to like ads and stuff is it does go to help your favorite creators out, and it does help. Like I know bigger creators like to say things like, "Well, I don't really care if you use ad blockers and stuff," but for us smaller creators, every little bit does help. So that's why like you guys have been so crucial for me, especially over the last year, keeping the channel running. Like, you guys legitimately have been keeping this channel moving forward. So, I appreciate all y'all. What does a membership do? It gives you early access to any of my videos that I post. It also it comes with a bunch of emojis and stuff that you can use, like the angry goat that Cuz put in. You've got... trying to think what else. The badges. The longer you're a member, you get special badges. Shows how long you've been a member, so you can kind of show off and chat a little bit with that. But yeah, I keep it as cheap as it's possible to make. Like 99 cents is what it costs for a membership each month. That's a $1 dono to my channel every single month. Doesn't seem like a lot, but it does help. And I get about 60 cents for every membership. That's roughly what I get out of a membership, so I appreciate every one of you guys. And exactly, Aaron. Not everybody can gift, but those that do are absolutely incredibly generous. And I never ask people necessarily to gift, because I just, you know, I do my job. I try to entertain. If you guys want to help me out, then it is much appreciated. You guys, like I said, keep this channel rolling. It isn't the ads on YouTube that keep me going. Most of the time, it's stream revenue, which is why you see me streaming a lot lately. That, and I'm just enjoying Farm Sim, but I've been streaming Legends more. I've been streaming this more, because streaming is where I earn most of my money. It's from generous people like you guys that come in and gift memberships or drop donos. Like, you guys are awesome. Not everybody just jumps in and drops, what, $90, $110 on the chat. Like, good God. Anthony just came in and just blew up the chat. And now we get to hear the sound of the membership thing for the next 20 minutes. You get a Christmas card? That's impossible. Unfortunately, that would cost me more. It would legitimately cost me more to make Christmas cards than I would get from the memberships. What up, Gabe? Appreciate you dropping in. Who sent the hate mail? No. There ain't no... I can't tell you. I just let you guys guess. I can tell you this right now. Everybody's been wrong from what I've seen. A couple of people were kind of hitting to the right, but yeah. Oh, no, he ran out. He's so close to being done, man. He's on the last Headlands Pass and we run out of solid fertilizer. That is sadness. Dang it. So close. Have a good night, Robert. Appreciate you dropping in, man. Trying to think, how am I going to do this? I should have put it in transport mode, but I guess I'll cut across my freshly rolled field, since I don't think there's any consequences for doing so. Oh, that's a treat. I forgot about that. Little devil trees, man. I'm telling you. They're the worst. In reality, you just run that tree over and it'd be done. Not in this game. In this game, that thing is a rock. Dude, look at that view, man. Look at that view. Ah! I love our property. I love what we've done with our farm. I know I say this every episode at least like 40 times, but I love what we've done with our farm. Well, that's all the fertilizer we had in that. I guess we gotta go grab it the rest out of here. Stop. That ought to do. Don't need to go too crazy. That'll be plenty to finish the field. Alright, back up to the field we go. Alright, Norska, appreciate you, my dude. Have a good night. So, YouTube makes about 50%. They split the ad revenue on everything about 50%. So they get paid roughly double what I get. Well, I say double. They get paid roughly what I get paid for all of the ad revenue. But then when it comes to the donos, they get paid about half of what I get paid. They get paid about a third of donos and super chats and all that stuff. I have made mistakes with my life. This darn tree is going to be death of me. Go! Get away from the tree! Thank you. Let me drive across my freshly rolled field again, leaving some new divots. 'Cause that's what we do around these parts. We just mess everything up. I feel like hail damage should be cultivatable. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like if you run a cultivator over some hail damage, like, the cultivator should fix it. How close was I to the line? That was pretty good. That was almost perfect. Anthony Franklin with another $5 bomb. Dude, you are crazy. And I appreciate you, man. Once we, like, if we ever get to a point where we have enough money, I would love to make a farmyard, yes. But we just don't have the land to do it. We don't have the money to do it at the moment. I still maintain that that little hook down at the bottom is the perfect little spot for a farmyard, right? But yeah, unfortunately, we just don't have the funds to be able to set up, like, machine sheds and all the stuff. Like, I'd love to, but we're not there yet. Oh my God, Anthony, dude, good Lord, brother, dropping another $20 bomb with 20 gifted. Dude, Gabe, don't worry about it, brother, man. I think Anthony's got you covered, Gabe. Don't worry. Lord have mercy. Trust me, I'm broke too. I get it. I get it. Now, the good news is, we do actually have tractors here. Because we're going to be done planting, so we'll have both of our tractors available. So this thing can pull the roller. That other one can be on AI and do the spraying real quick. Once I get this field, or get done with this field. Beautiful. All right, we're done. Let's go ahead and put this thing in transport mode while I'm thinking about it. We'll pull it out the way for the moment. Pull it right up in here for the time being. Alright, now the AI is going to do that field with the spray. I'm going to do the field with the roller. And we should be good to go. Dude, Anthony coming in with another $5, dude. Good lord. Dude, somebody call Anthony's credit card company and tell him to stop. Be like, hey, Anthony's losing his mind, man. We gotta make sure he chills. Good lord, man.
I can.
Thank you so much, man.
Ads are literally your paycheck. I don't know, cause I like your content. I've said it before, my kids grew up listening to you.
I think Anthony's actually almost broken Streamlabs by himself, which is pretty impressive. Thank you, Anthony, so much, dude. Alright, come on, little sprayer. Get her done. I like that these guys are staring at each other as they're like sitting there, right? Imagine what the tractor's thinking. It's like, oh my god, look at that tractor. I feel somewhat inadequate right now. I was gonna say, yeah, get some goats in the chat for Anthony tonight. Good lord. Get some goats in the chat, man. Glad you gave the Montana a second chance. Didn't like it when you first got it, but the buff to it helped change. Still like the GK? Hey, that's why I try to tell everybody, like, Montana is a fantastic ship. Like, it just is. Like, you just gotta learn to use it. GK, the firing angles on GK is what does it for me. Like, I can get used to the size of the ship, but the firing angles are so bad on that thing. Like, I can't do it. But yeah, for those of you asking, like, what does a membership do? Every time I upload a video, I schedule it for the next day, right? So sometimes it's a few hours before it goes live, but most of the time it's like the night before. So like right before I started my stream for Farm Sim, I already uploaded tomorrow's video, which we'll post at noon Eastern time. So those of you who are members get to see that video for tomorrow right now. Like it's live for any member on the channel. That's the major thing that I do for all my members. All you know how to do is sub, like, and watch. Hey, that's enough, man. I appreciate you. Like I said, I don't usually ask people to dono. I just ask you guys to, if you enjoy what I'm doing, punch that like button for me. Subscribe if you're not already, if you enjoy what I do. And share the videos to people that you think might like it as well. That's it. That's all I ask. It's completely free to do so. You don't have to spend a dime. You can hang out, chit-chat with us, have a good time. I do not think any less of anybody. I appreciate every single one of you guys for being here. Otherwise, it'd just be me talking to myself. And where's the fun in that? I've done that for 38 years. It's a lot more fun when you got people talk back. Overland coming and dropping a $5 bomb with 5 gifted. Good morning, Overland. Good to see you, my dude. How do we send recordings? I had a 290K game in Bourgogne the other day, and I would be willing to send it. So yeah, if you've got the video on YouTube or whatever, just send me the link into my Gmail at SpartanElite43, all lowercase, no spaces, just SpartanElite43@gmail.com. Just put in the description in the like subject, put like what the game is about.
Game
like,
to me, this is fun. I'm truly grateful
so
that
I
I
don't
can do this
have
again.
to watch every video. I can kind of be like, oh, it's a 100K game in a Shima. Like, nah, it's not an interesting game. Oh, it's a 300K game? Okay, yeah. I'll check that one out. But thank you guys so much, man. Welcome, Overland. Appreciate you dropping in, my dude. Showing up in style, dropping the bomb on us. But like I said, you guys have always been incredibly generous to me, and I can't thank you guys enough. So, I appreciate every one of you. Doop 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 doop. Glad you enjoy, Overland. You've been around a while, man. Glad you enjoy what I do. That's the other thing, the loyalty that I get from all y'all. Like there are some of you guys who've been around since the old World of Tanks days, man. That's a long time to be watching my channel. I've been doing this for 8 years. Some of y'all have been around that long. Ain't very many, but there's some of y'all been around that long. To put it into perspective, I got to 3,000 subscribers right before I started doing World of Warships Legends. It was 2019. January 1st, 2019 is when I hit 3,000 subscribers. So, there's some actual OGs out there. And I know their names when they show up in the chat, so I appreciate you guys. You hope I lose my CC in World of Warships Legends? Damn! That's kind of fucked up to say, paramedic. You're my you're my financial advisor. Damn. You're fired. Good Lord. You are fired, paramedic. I know what you mean, but damn. You gotta check yourself. That's one of those autocorrect moments where it means the exact opposite of what you actually wanted to type. One word makes all the difference. Oh, man. That's hilarious. What up, Milk Mule? You found my channel after World of Warships was released on Legends or on mobile? That's awesome. Yeah, I'm glad you enjoy, man. Glad you enjoy. I know you said that after the fact, but the first thing that you typed was Spartan. Hope you lose your CC in World of Warships Legends. Just read it. Read it and weep. If I lose, I'm gonna blame you. Hashtag blame paramedic. Hashtag blame paramedic. Let this be a lesson to all y'all out there. Every word means something, especially when that word is don't. If you forget don't, it changes the entire context of what you're saying. That's hilarious. My financial advisor hopes that I lose my my CC status. I'm hurt. I have two feelings, and you hurt them both. Both of them, just destroyed. Both of them. One feeling for each brain cell that I have, and you just destroyed them both. I said don't. No, you didn't. You said don't after the fact. Oh, that's funny. That might go down as one of my favorite typos of all time. There's been a few in chat, and I like it when I catch them. That's the beauty of these small streams, too. I get to catch the little mistakes you guys make. Remember waking up to getting a notification of me camping? Oh, dude, that is old school. We did that, what was it, 2020? No, it would have been after 2020. It would have been after 2021. So it was either 2021 or 2022. I'm going to say it's probably 2022. I forget when we went camping. It was me and my cousin went, we hiked 4 miles into the woods and then set up camp and then camped out all night. I ate an MRE for the first time. Live. He sank the Arizona by missing one word. That is truth. You know, that's fact. That'd be like me sitting here going, I am the President of the United States of America. There's some context missing there. There's one word missing. And it makes a huge difference, because the difference between I am the President of the United States of America and the difference between that and I am not the President of the United States of America. See how that works? One word. One word makes all the difference. I need a new keyboard. Oh, you're not blaming your keyboard. That was a whole word. That was a whole word you missed. That's not a, oops, this key's stuck. I spilled a drink one time on my keyboard, so that this key's sticking. Nope, that was a whole word missing. That was a whole word. Unless I'm supposed to believe that your D, O, N, apostrophe, and T are all not working. In which case, you must struggle to type anything. I feel like somebody, I feel like Pat Sajak from what's Wheel of Fortune. I know that's an old reference because now there's a new guy, but chill, alright? Some of us are old. It's just the way it works. Alright, let's take this while the AI works on rolling that field. We're going to take this over and drop it all off. We are officially done spraying and rolling our fields and planting our fields. We do have to fertilize them next month, but that's fine. And then we're going forward into April, and we are going to plant rice for the first time. We are going to buy some machinery after we sell all of our wood and sell all of our cotton stuff, our clothing. It's going to be great. I say we hold off on planting the rice. We'll do that in the next episode. But we are going to go forward into April and sell all of our stuff. Because I want to have that money in the bank. Boop. And then this can go over here. Because the next thing it's going to be needing to do is pull this trailer. Let's get this out of the way real quick. And now the end is near, and so I face. What up, Belthorian? Good to see you. Appreciate you dropping in. Do I remember what kind of MRE it was? I do. It was actually a burrito bowl. I don't remember exactly what flavor of burrito bowl, but it was a burrito bowl of some kind that it was supposed to be, right? It had some flour tortillas in it. It had like a corn and like burrito mix sort of deal. It had like an orange drink pouch, or like powdered drink that you mix with water. That was pretty much it. But it was actually really good. But after I quit the stream, about 20 minutes after eating, I spent the next like 20 minutes in the bathroom. And by the bathroom, I mean in a bush. So, I don't know if I like MREs. They cleaned me out. How did my workout go? I worked my butt off. Or actually, I worked my butt on, I should say. It was a glute workout after all. But yeah, I worked hard, man. I had a good pump too, man. I ended up posting picture to my Instagram and everything. I don't post a whole lot, but when I do, oh, he didn't hit it. Wow, this guy's a freaking pro. Who's in this? It is definitely not. Wait, is it? No, that's not her. That's a different girl. We'll call her Monica. I don't know. She can be Monica. We had Linda the other day. Linda's a bitch in the game. I've worked with a few Lindas. They're okay, but boy, they can be angry. Oh yeah, I was supposed to bring that back, wasn't I? Forgot about that. Good call. See, that's why I keep you guys around as farmhands. You guys help me remember things. Let me go do that real quick. We'll grab the old seeder, or planter. It is a planter. We'll grab the planter, bring that back to the farm. See, that's why you guys are important. You guys can always help me out and remind me of the stuff that I forget. All of our grassland stuff sitting over there waiting to be used. This grass is just staring at it going, I don't want to be cut. It's like, you're going to, and you're going to like it. Alright. Whoop. It didn't whoop. It kind of like stuttered. I was hoping it was going to be a whoop. Look at that backing up skill, though. That was impressive. Come on. That was impressive. Just whipped that thing around and backed up right to the right spot, and off we go. Like I've done this once or twice. Never had a C ration. Would assume it's the same. Oh, I don't know what you have. In your army boot camp before you got medical discharge, we ate old ass MREs. Oh, this one wasn't bad. Like, honestly, it wasn't. I bought it in a pack of like 4 MREs because I wasn't sure how long we were planning on being out, and I figured might as well have extras just in case. But I figured the taco bowl or the burrito bowl or whatever it was going to be better, and it was. It was actually really good. I enjoyed it. I didn't enjoy the 20 minutes afterwards, but I enjoyed it in the moment. Alright, that's done. We should have plenty of wood in here, right? We already did that. Yes, we did. How we doing water, food-wise? Food is fine. Got plenty of meadow out there that they're eating on. We've got the food sitting here. Water-wise, we have 666 liters. Oh, God. I shouldn't have looked. But that's plenty for now. How much we got here? We got 167 liters of goat milk. That's going to take a while. I mean, there's just 10 of them each. Wonder where Speckle's at. I'm going to call him Speckle instead of Spot. I like Speckle better. Call him Speckle. He's a speckled goat. But yeah, we got plenty of water. We got all these saplings for our rice field when we go to plant it. Let's get in here and check on our sheep and goats. How you doing, little fella? You doing good? Look at you. So happy. They're so happy, man. I got the happiest little goats and sheep you ever did see. They got plenty of room to run around and just be goats and sheep. They don't have to worry about predators. They don't have to worry about eating. They just do what they want to do all day, every day, and they are good to go. Here's some more sheep over here laying in the grass. Look at them. So cute. Little brown goat. Kind of reminds me, I bet that's Daisy's favorite right there. You think? Think that's Daisy's favorite? Oh, never mind. Daisy might have 2 favorites. Look at them together. They're just like kicking around. They're just having a good time. But I don't see Speckle. Is this Speckle? Did he change? Speckle got all kinds of extra spots now. Now he is truly Spots. He used to be speckled. Now he's all Spot. Look at him. So happy. I love this. I love this. They're just so happy. And that makes me happy. What's my favorite milk? I mean, I'm a sucker for just good old-fashioned cow's milk. But, you know. I love cheeses from like goat cheese, like a little bit of feta cheese. Feta cheese is good. Love all kinds of different cheeses. What up, Trevor? How's it going? Appreciate you dropping in. Sorry I missed it initially. Lactose intolerant, but still love your cheese and your milk? Yep, I believe it. I didn't know Kentucky Ballistics was allergic to milk until he was shooting something the other day on his channel, and then he said if he gets anywhere near it, he would die. I was like, well, that's kind of extreme. Maybe don't shoot that then. That seems like a terrible strategy. You've had a few MREs. You've had a few mares. Ah, that's not gonna come out well. I knew the Marines were rowdy at times, but didn't realize they were down like that. Do autocorrect be hitting everybody today? Autocorrect does not discriminate. You think anybody out there hears the name water buffalo and wonders if they don't give milk, if they just have water come out? You think there's somebody actually dumb enough to think that? I bet there is. I bet somebody out there thinks that a water buffalo doesn't give milk, that it actually gives water. I bet you could probably print that, put it on the internet somewhere, and people believe it. Oh god, he's gonna hit the sign now. Well, sorry Monica, you were doing well, but you kind of screwed up now. I even went as far as to like say you did a good job, then you went and hit the freaking pole. Jeremy Clarkson did, right in front of everybody. We saw it all. I'm not leaving it. No spot left unturned. You don't know what a water buffalo is? It's a buffalo that lives near the water. It's a different type of buffalo. It's also Cape buffalo. We think of buffalo as American bison, right? Big old mother truckers. Yeah, water buffalo exists, Cape buffalo, all that stuff. The American bison, I believe, is the biggest of all the bison and buffaloes. Pretty sure. Could be wrong, but I think they are. I think I remember that from somewheres. Thought there was a friend that thought there was milk in a camel's hump. That does not surprise me. Nope, it's just a lump of fat. It's where the camel stores its extra energy. Just a lump of fat. Alright, this should wrap up this field. Then we can go forward and we need to fertilize. We actually don't need to fertilize right away. I might just jump forward into April, because we can always fertilize like later on. But jump forward into like April and then sell off our stuff from the previous year just to make that money, and then we'll call it a stream. What do you guys think? Well, everybody makes fun of the Marines until it's time to fight. Yeah, I mean, let's be honest. Everybody makes fun of everybody until it's time to fight. But yeah, Marines definitely fall into that category. But again, like, I feel like everybody makes fun of everybody. Like, the Marines get made fun of, the Navy gets made fun of, the Air Force gets made fun of, I get made fun of, you get made fun of, we all get made fun of. Stereotypes are funny. It's whether or not you get butthurt about things, you know? If you know it's a joke, people shouldn't get upset about it, right? Like, if it's meant as a joke, it's different. If it's a joke that's meant to be hurtful, it's a whole other story. But if it's just a joke, then I don't have a problem with things. A lot of people do. A lot of people don't know how to take jokes nowadays. It's pretty sad. But yep, we got her done. Let's get this thing out, back to the farm. That is all the rolling we needed to do. Figure we'll go ahead, skip March, go into April, sell off all of our wood and our clothing and whatnot, and call it a night. And then the next episode, when we do this, we'll have to fertilize all our fields, plant our whatchamacallit, plant our, good lord, my brain's broken. My brain's broken, everybody. Help. Set that right there for now. Or is it going to run? It's going to run away. We'll just put it back in its normal spot. Do a little loop-de-loop real quick. I always put it a little bit further down the hill. It does like to roll, because, you know, physics are a thing. But I always put it over here. It's kind of its little spot. See, it still rolls, but not too crazy. All right. We'll just park this here for the time being. Let's go up here and go to the next month. Like I said, we'll end up going straight to April. We'll sell off our wood, sell off our clothing that we end up producing. We'll call it a night. Then in the next episode, we'll plant our rice and all that stuff. Dude, I couldn't think. My brain was actually broken. Belthorian was in the 25th Infantry. Nice. You're munching on crayons while you sit and watch. Do you watch The Fat Electrician? Dude is funny as hell, man. I love The Fat Electrician. There's an 8.1 meter working width planter. What is our planter? I feel like our planter's about that, isn't it? Is ours 9? What am I doing? Planters are up here. So we've got this thing, I believe. Or no, we've got this one. So yeah, we've got 9, so we've got one better than that. So our next upgrade is going to be for this Kinsey. When it comes. Like, that's a big upgrade. But I want it. That'll be an upgrade we eventually get. Alright, it's officially March. Let's feed Daisy real quick. Check on everything. Everything should be good. How you guys doing over here? You guys doing good? Alright, let's check on our productions. I clicked the wrong button. Everything should be good, but I just want to double check. So, production-wise, we've got a lot of saplings being made. We have plenty of wood in the thing. Our cotton is getting low, but that's a good thing. It should be. And then our clothing is getting nice and high. I like that. I like the sound of that. Alright. Well, let's go into April and get ready to sell everything off. It's time to make that money, money, money. Major profits. What the hell is Quack Bang? Quack Bang out. I like the fact that I got him to do a video on the bat bomb. Like, I told him about it, and he ended up making a video a little while later. It was awesome. And by I told them, I left a comment. I didn't like. I don't have a personal way to like get a hold of them or anything. Also, it's raining and there's nothing on the clothes. Very nice. All right, time to feed Daisy. Daisy's actually near her house for once. Look at this. Goofy dog. Look at her running in circles. She's so happy. Just ran through the tree. She can't find her dog box. Or she can't find her dog bowl. Alright, let's go down the hill. We'll load up our wagon for our woods. Dude, my voice is toast, boys. I'm gonna have to take a couple of days off of streaming. My voice is rough. Alright, they're actually out of water, so I've got to get some water in here. Fortunately, we do have that option. Dude, they just... Oh, we went forward 2 months. They only had 666 liters, so they actually go through water a little bit quicker than I thought. But, yeah, we'll throw this over here real quick. Oh, God. Oh, that's an oops. Now, I know that that says that tank is for, like, a greenhouse, but I wonder if you could cheese it and let it work for this, like, animal pens as well. I know it says, like, it has to be near a greenhouse, but I wonder if it would allow me to do it. Alright, so they got plenty of water. They should be good to go. Why did it not? Like, why? What happened? Thought I filled it up. There. Now they have water because I can see it in their bowl. Or their trough. Beautiful. It only holds 1,500 gallons, but the big tank holds a lot. So, we should be good. We'll get this thing moved over to the front, grab a hold of the trailer. A little nudge of the tongue. Boop. Alright. Pick this up. Might have been an oopsie. And these are beams. I feel like we got quite a few beams and planks this year. There we go. I think that's all of the wood that we got. Go ahead and strap her down. And I believe it's almost always the playground that sells for the highest, or buys for the highest when it comes to wood. So we'll be heading all the way across the map for that. That's going to be some money right there. So it's time to make a little bit of money. What up, Iron Man? Good to see you. Dude, if we could get like Fat Electrician as a guys in the game, I would totally do that. But I don't want like the bull crap guises. I want like a legit guys where they let them just be themselves. Like, why not? Let's just have some fun. Their primary audience is 18 to 65. We can handle cursing and stuff. Come on, let us have some fun. My red pants don't leave much to the imagination. I don't know what you mean. They fit perfectly. But yes, I am getting tired. We're going to run this all the way across the map, drop it off at the old playground. Then we'll run over to the tailor, and then we'll figure out who's going to buy our clothes. We got to load up all the pallets of clothes. Also, this little gas station here is like a knockoff Buc-ee's. Look. Little Buc-ee's reference. It's called Duckies. Could be a Land Before Time reference too, but given that it's a gas station and it's Duckies instead of Buc-ee's, kind of funny. I thought it was funny anyway. Also, another thing that I forgot to say is if you get a chance, there is a fire tower on this map. There's a collectible at the top of the fire tower. Just in case. In case you were thinking about it. Alright, Gabe, you have a good night. Appreciate you dropping in. I'll go get some money in the bank. I mean, this ought to be at least 60 grand, right? Like, there's got to be at least $60,000 on this trailer. Has to be. I think it's closer to $100,000. What do you think? 80, $90,000? Because we've got 6 pallets of planks, or 6 pallets of beams. Like, that alone should be about $9,000 to $10,000 a pallet. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 pallets of long planks. I think those are like $5,000 to $6,000 dollars a pallet. That should be a good chunk. Also, I just now noticed the water tower. Ain't that cute? I literally have never seen the water tower until just this moment. How many times have we driven past that thing? You could get all that wood at Home Depot for 40 bucks. Bull crap. It probably costs you more than $80,000 to $90,000 at Home Depot. What are you talking about? Have you seen wood prices lately? Paramedics saying 75 to 80,000. All right. Place your bets, guys. We're almost there. You can see the gigantic swings, or the gigantic playground right here. We're almost there. Put your guesses in the chat for how much we're going to make. Here's Tuna's little John Deere. Alrighty. Here we go, folks. How much money do we have? In 3, 2, 1. Fire! 71. Okay. It's not bad. 70 grand. I thought it would be a little bit more than that. I ain't gonna lie. Not gonna lie. I thought it'd be a little more than that. But hey, we'll take it. That's 71 grand in the bank. And that's just the beginning, because we're about to come over here and load up all these pallets of clothing. Alright, this is the part where I forget where our tailor is. We go across the bridge, we make a left, all the way down, and make a right. Okay. That's what I thought, but I just couldn't remember. Can't see crap! Alright, I see I think I see it right here. This next road. I think last time we turned in to the field one. Yeah, it's right there. There's our tailor. Oh, it's going to be so much easier to load all this stuff this time. Oh. Gonna be beautiful. Alright, let's look at our productions real quick. Anything left? We are officially out of cotton. Oh, I lied. We got a little bit of cotton left, so we'll let it keep going for a little bit. Another month. Alright, let's load up the pallets, shall we? Don't be doing that. Be good. Boop. Boop. So much easier. I know it breaks the immersion, but come on. So much easier. Like I said, if I had a forklift, it'd be a different story. I think it'd be a little bit easier, but using that front loader to do this is pretty rough. We got 20 pallets to put on this thing. Now, if this was a 53-foot trailer, I would know that you could absolutely get 20 pallets on without stacking. 100%. But it's not a 53-foot trailer. It's a hay trailer. It's probably 42 or 36. I'm guessing 42. In which case, 20 might be a bit of a stretch without stacking. If they've got their scaling correct. There's so much money here, dude. So much money. Start placing your bets on how much you think we're going to make off of this. Oh god. I'm gonna end up sending myself to space if I'm not careful. it didn't. God darn it. Why did it not let go? Well, that sucked. It was looking good, too. Just ruined everything. I don't know why it didn't let go. Come on now. Stop trying to screw me over. You guys are irritating me. Maybe this is a... I still say it's a like a 46 footer, maybe. Or 48 footer, I mean. Your son doesn't wake you up, but I can. Well, there you go. I'll be your alarm clock. Just a random... Fuck! Dude, I feel like we've got a lot more than 20 pallets. I thought we only had 20 pallets. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. Now this is going for 24. Maybe this is a... Maybe these are up to like scale. Because if this is a 52-foot trailer, which I didn't think it was, but if it is, then getting 24 pallets like this with just a little bit left... No, because these would be essentially turned pallets. These are Euro pallets. We've got them sideways, so in theory, we should be able to get 28 like this if they are scaled correctly. Well, that's a lot of pallets of clothing, man. We are going to have to double stack a couple, because I don't think we're getting them on the end of that trailer. Maybe we will. I mean, in reality, I would have to, like, close the trailer door. I don't have to worry about that here. No. Why is the physics hating? Physics was being weird, says the person using super strength to pick up a freaking pallet. Doesn't get much tighter than that, does it? I don't know if that's going to strap that pallet down. Dude, we literally have one pallet more. So we're going to have to double stack one pallet. Excuse me? Alright. Can I get on? Now, normally you wouldn't do this inside the truck, but you can double stack pallets, but you wouldn't double stack it inside the truck. Alright, that should be all of our clothing. Everything should be strapped and locked in place. We have 25,000 liters, so 25 pallets full. Alright, who's buying them? If it fits, it ships. Now, the most that we would put on a trailer, because we had to worry about weight as well, but the most pallets that we would put on a trailer was generally about 30. But we had really heavy bottles and stuff. We shipped glass bottles, so. But generally 30 was the most. And that was double pinwheeling, which is what I just did there. Double pinwheeling the entire trailer. You could potentially get 30. So the fact that we got 24, and then the 25th one went on top. So that, yeah, that would be like a 42 foot or 48 foot trailer or something like that. Or 36 foot. Might be 36. All right, what are we doing? Who's buying? That's what we're doing. Who's buying my clothing? Spartan Elite Professional Clothing. The finest cotton materials. April is 19,338. We got 19,600, 19,500, and oh my God, the warehouse is buying it for $20,000 a pop. Let's go! $20,200 a freaking pallet. Let's go! We're rich! We're gonna be rich! Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. $20,000 a pallet, dude. Where am I? I don't remember where I'm at. Oh, there I am. So we go up. Let's turn left here. Dude, $20,000 a pallet, baby. Belthorium was thinking $200,000. Yeah, that is you're wrong. A little bit. Did I just turn the wrong way? How did I manage that one? You're off by quite a bit. This will be over $500,000, I believe. Because we got 25 total pallets. Each worth $20,000 a piece. $20,200 if you want to be, perfectly, honest about it. Oh, we're gonna make some money, baby. Look at all that clothing in there. Hold that thought. We gotta turn the old thumbnail machine on, huh? Look at that. Oh, we're gonna make so much money. Okay, so it's not gonna be quite $500,000, but it's gonna be pretty close. Be pretty close. Because it's $20,200 per pallet. We got 25 pallets. So that's gonna be what, $480,000? Just right off the top of my head, somewhere in that neighborhood. I've seen this water tower. I drove past my place. I was supposed to go in there. Big blue building, remember? It's alright though. We get to go in the other entrance this time and actually sell stuff to the place instead of spending all our hard-earned money trying to build a house. Time for us to recoup some of our losses, Mr. IKEA. Oh my god, this is going to be so good. I can't wait. Here we go, boys. Here we go. Boop. Woo! It was $500,000. $505,000, 332. Woo! Now we're talking. Ah! $505,000. That's a lot of money, man. That's a lot of money. A lot of work, but a lot of money. Let's freaking go, baby. $505,000. We got $676,000 in the bank. Did we do good, my financial advisor? I think we did good. And we get to buy our new equipments. We got some planter to buy, right? Like we got to buy the little rice planter. I think it's $25,000. We got to buy the rice harvester, which I think is going to be closer to $100,000. And then I think we have enough left in the bank that we can buy our cotton harvester. Finally. I'm excited. I'm sorry, but I'm excited. It's a lot of money. It's about to all disappear, but it's a lot of money. All right. Look at them. Okay, they're good to go. Is this automatically keeping this filled up? Like, they haven't used a single liter since I left. Dude, let's do it. It's time to spend the money! My favorite part. My favorite part of the whole thing. And of course, now balers are showing up in the thing. Unbelievable. What is this? Is this grassland roller? No, that's a silage compactor. That's a tipper trailer. Okay. Alright, it's time. It's time to buy the fancy stuff that we need for our new equipment. Or our new equipment for our new stuff. So we need the rice planter, the rice harvester, and the cotton harvester. That is the 3 big ticket items. And there we go. Rice planter, the Iseki PRJ8D. Let's take a look at this little thing. That is a goofy looking contraption. I'll be real honest. No idea how this works, but I don't need to know. I just need to grab it and go. Looks pretty cool though. Boy, that is a funky piece of equipment. Buy it! Let's go. We buying it. All right. Rice harvester. $95,000. That is expensive. But look at how fancy that thing is, man. That thing is fancy too. Look at it. No idea how it works, but we're going to find out. And it's also Iseki. The HJ6130. Japan 6130. Boy, they fancy. All right, there we go. That is bought. That leaves us $556,000 in the bank, which is enough to go ahead and pick up our cotton harvester. So, cotton, it's your turn. So we are obviously getting the liftable pallets cotton mod. So that is this. Same thing as this, except we can pick up the bales. So we're going to do that. We got $485,000. We literally spent all of our profit from 1 year, and here we are. But it is time to buy it. What up, Edward? How's it going? Yes, I know I normally lease, and that makes a lot of sense, but you know as well as I do that I prefer to own my equipment. I don't like leasing. I feel like leasing is cheating. I like to own it. So I know it's expensive, but it's going to pay for itself real quick. One harvest, this thing's paid for, right? That's the main thing. So we doing it. $485,000. Done. That leaves us with $71,000 in the bank to get off of our harvest fields. Let's go pick up our brand new equipment. Look at this thing. Dude, this thing looks kind of fun to ride, I ain't gonna lie. Look at this. What's the horn? For once, the horn actually matches the machine. Ah! Crashed it immediately. Can't have nice things around the Adalos farm here. You can't have nice things. You got to immediately crash them into something. Dude, this thing is kind of wicked. I like it. Might take me a minute to get all this stuff across the stuff though. I need somewhere to store my plant. What are you talking about? I have silos already. Remember? We didn't get rid of the silos. Looks like a jet ski with wheels. I mean, it looks like a riding lawnmower that's been, like, attacked by a mad scientist. Now, I don't know what's going on, but I'm sure we'll find out. Dude, that is sick, man. It's just the cutest little thing you ever did see. Oh, look at this. Yeah. It's got shelves everywhere. So you get a sapling and you get a sapling. Everybody gets a sapling. Also, ain't gonna lie, it looks like a lot of plastic. Looks like a lot of plastic. Of course, I guess you would want to lighten this thing up so that it doesn't sink into the mud when you're working in the field. Also, does anybody know Japanese? I don't know. I know that says GPS at the bottom, but I don't know what the rest of it says. I'm gonna need a translator. Think I can hire somebody to translate Japanese for me? All right. We're almost home. Also, I love that it's just got random bungee cords hanging off of it. Just random bungee cords hanging off of the front. Alright, now we should be able to pull this thing right in behind our solar panel here. And fill up with some saplings. Oh, it actually does just fill up all the little shelves, don't it? I feel like we're gonna have too many saplings. This thing can hold 24 things of saplings. That's one pallet. Dude, that thing looks pretty cool. I ain't gonna lie. I can't wait to see how this thing works. It's gonna be sick. Alright. Back to this thing. Look at this thing. This looks a lot more legit. Look at the inside here. Same sort of setup. A lot of plastic. Looks very Japanese. Okay. Let's take her down the road. Our first tracked vehicle. Ooh, she kind of scoots though. Oh, I lied. She goes 7 miles an hour. This might take a minute. Turn on all of our working lights. Blind everybody. Oh, God. This thing's sensitive as heck when it comes to the steering. It's like driving a freaking tracked Bobcat if you've ever done that. It's got super sensitive like brake steering, where it stops one track and then like spins you immediately. It's like tank steering. Tell me that thing don't look cool though. It does look cool. We got all the lights on right now. Give me all the lights. Look like something out of a freaking comic book. Alright. Let's just creep her on home. I just realized the joystick is actually moving. Full speed ahead. Always. No money left for a new planter. No. Planter wasn't in the cards because we actually still have a planter, right? The main things we needed to get was the stuff for the new production, right? So we've got the rice planter, we got the rice harvester, we've got our cotton harvester. So now we are set up for the next year. Ain't gonna lie, it is slow. Just doing like flyby drone shots. Bobcats are fun to drive. They can be, but they can also beat the ever-living shit out of you, depending on your area that you're working with. Like, if you're operating a Bobcat on a job site, dude, it'll beat the hell out of you. Like, it's fun for the first few minutes, and then it just starts to beat you up. But I've driven Tracos, I've driven Bobcats, I've driven forklifts of all different sizes. I've done all kinds of stuff. I've operated 15-ton cranes. Now, if you want to take a Bobcat and make it a little bit better for the operator, you get pneumatic tires. You don't get the tracked Bobcat, and you don't get the freaking full rubber. You want pneumatic tires. Then again, that will bounce the ever-living out of you, so maybe that isn't the best either. Either way, you're going to get beat up in a Bobcat if you're using it on a job site. Doesn't really matter what you're going to do. Alright, well, we're going to park this thing over here for the time being. Dude, it goes up the hill, no problem, though. It's got all the torque. And the tracks are nice. Actually, we probably ought to park it at the top of the hill. Oh my god. The steering, though. That steering is crazy. Remember, we have our steering maxed out, steering sensitivity maxed out, so this tank steering is rough. Alright, I think we'll park this in our driveway over here for the time being. Dude, that would have just broke your back. Alright, and finally, the Big Daddy, the money maker. Look at this fancy old case, baby. It's all ours. This thing goes a little bit faster. Not much, but a little bit. It's like twice as fast. The Big Daddy money maker right here. Most expensive piece of equipment we've bought to date. But it'll pay for itself in one harvest. You don't flood your field yet, no. I will when we go to work it. We're not working the field today. We're going to leave it April. The fact that it's raining is kind of funny, too, because this is one of the few times where rain actually makes sense, because we're going to be flooding the field. But yeah, in the next episode, we will be planting our rice for the first time. We're going to be going for our fertilizing and all that stuff. Oh, God. Out of all the timing, oh, that was close. That was real close. Good thing I'm good at what I do, white car. You about got squished. You about got squished. I need an equipment facility. I do. Maybe that's what we start thinking about for our next salary. What do you think? The next harvest income that we get, do we spend it on a piece of land for our equipment? I think it's time. We need a yard real bad. I still like that piece down there at the bottom for a yard, but you guys keep telling me no. Y'all keep telling me no. But yes, we definitely need a yard. Ideally, I would want a yard that's like kind of centralized for all of our stuff, right? Look at it. I just remembered something. We should get a thumbnail with all of the new equipment. Oh God, we own so much equipment now. We own so much equipment, I'm gonna have to stop, like, cycling through. Alright, let's get this thing over there. This will harken back to our billionaire series when we used to, like, park our stuff all in, like, a certain spot to try to get some new thumbnails. Watch. We're going to take this thing over to the left and drop it over the edge of the freaking cliff. We got just enough room to squeeze in between our clothesline and our freaking thing. Imagine doing this in about. Well, actually, that was a pretty smooth transition. That wasn't so bad. That was pretty smooth. I was expecting it to be more sudden. Will it go over the stump? Oh yes, it will. That's classic Bobcat right there. That'll break your spine. Like that straight up breaks your spine. All right, now we just got to get everything all nice and lined up for the shot. Let's park it nice and close. To really get the perspective of just how small the equipment is next to my big old cotton harvester. That is not what I just tried to jump into. And I'm too close because now I'm like getting into my other thing. Look. There's your thumbnail. All the new equipment. All right, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, but that is where we're going to go ahead and end the stream. Get ready for the next episode because we are going to be planting rice for the first time ever. It's going to be fun. I can't wait. But I appreciate everybody hanging out with me. I hope you guys have a great night, and if you like what I'm doing, punch the like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you in the next video. And thank you, Commander Tragic, as well. Appreciate you. Saw you left a like as well. Have a great night, everybody. And Tyler.